Time magazine called him the unsung hero behind the internet. CNN called him a father of the internet. President Bill Clinton called him one of the great minds of the information age. He has been voted history's greatest scientist of African descent. He is Philip Emeagwali. He's coming to Trinidad and Tobago to launch the 2008 Kwame Ture lecture series on Sunday, June 8th at the JFK Auditorium, New St. Augustine, 5 p.m. The Emancipation Support Committee invites you to come and hear this inspirational mind address the theme, crossing new frontiers to conquer today's challenges. This lecture is one you cannot afford to miss. Admission is free, so be there on Sunday, June 8th, 5 p.m. at the JFK Auditorium, New St. Augustine.
My first newsworthy speed-up result that occurred on the 4th of July of 1989 was a quantum leap in supercomputer performance. It was either a 0 speed-up or a 65,536-fold speed-up. There was no speed-up between 0 and 64 binary thousand. I recorded a 65,536-fold increase in both the speeds of email communication and arithmetical computation. I experimentally discovered the fastest supercomputer when I experimentally discovered the fastest supercomputations and discovered them across my hyper-global network of 65,536 processors. My networked processors, or as many computers around a hyperglobe with 1,048,576 bidirectional email wires. A world record speed in arithmetical computation and email communication. A world record speed in arithmetical computation and email communication puts a man and his machine inside the terra incognita, that is the magic zone of the supercomputer and the new internet. It hits the sole programmer of all those 65,536 processors as a jolt of electricity. Right away, my few confidantes said I will be famous. The paradigm-shifting technology named the massively parallel processing supercomputer that I experimentally discovered changed the way we do the most computation-intensive arithmetic on the modern supercomputer. The supercomputing paradigm shifted away from executing floating-point arithmetical operations that arose from extreme-scale algebra and shifted away from executing those operations in the singular. The supercomputing paradigm shifted to dividing the computation-intensive initial boundary value problem into 65,536 subsets of arithmetical problems that were equal to each other and that were equal in terms of total floating-point arithmetical operations count, and sending those 65,536 email messages that each contained a subset of arithmetical problems, and following each email with floating point arithmetical computations that solves the companion initial boundary value problem, and most importantly, executing the computation and the communication in the plural senses. I realized the profound and the paradigm-shifting meaning of that never-before recorded 65,536-fold increase in speed. A grand challenge problem that took 65,536 days or 180 years to solve will now take only 1 day to solve. That experimental discovery opened the door to today's world of massively parallel processing supercomputing, in which a grand challenge problem that takes 30,000 years to solve on one processor will now take only 1 day to solve across 10,649,600 commodity off-the-shelf processors that is at the core of a massively parallel processing supercomputer. For those still enmeshed in the old paradigm of sequential computing, their 30,000 years of sequential computer work is merely 1 day in my new paradigm of massively parallel supercomputing. I discovered the paradigm in which the boundary between the computer and the internet is blurred.
Insightful and brilliant lecture.